Hey, it's Mark Ferguson with Investor More. We're outside a house that is now finished and staged, and we're going to show you what it looks like with staging and without. This is my video from a week or two ago, and it looks much better now too, now that our tree is trimmed and we got some water on the yard as well. Now 3 inches of rain also helped with the yard too. But here's what it looked like then, and then here is what it looks like now. So the tree looks better, still not amazing, but better. And the yard looks so much better. The rain really helped a lot, and getting the sprinklers on it too. We had a contractor working on it who should know to have sprinklers on it, but they weren't on it and they weren't on it right. But now that is taken care of and fixed. So we have staged this house, which we do and sometimes do. And this is what it looked like after it was finished, but not staged. So I always love to hear from people what they think, if they'd rather have it staged or not. Me personally, I feel like I like houses empty so I can see everything that's there. I can see the floors, the walls, the windows. That's how my mind works, but I also am looking at investment properties. Usually they want to fix up. Now, if you're looking at a home to buy and live in, a lot of times people like to see them staged because they can see where the stuff is, how much room is there with furniture in the house, etc. And emotionally, I think houses do look better staged. The pictures look better staged. So a lot of buyers are emotional buyers, whether they will admit it or not. I think most people would want to say, no, I am logical. I don't let emotions play into it. But it still gets into your subconscious and still affects you, even if you don't think it does. So for that part of it, I think staging does help too. The market is okay in real estate. It's definitely not as hot as it was a couple of years ago, and stuff is taking a little longer to sell. So I think that also helps with staging too, and helps us, get more people in the house if the pictures look great, and we're doing our job as real estate agents if we make the house look as good as it is, because I do own a brokerage and list my own properties. And that's one of my big pet peeves is when I see properties listed without pictures, without data, without information. And it's like, obviously the toilet paper is not staging. It doesn't need to be there. But as soon as a house is listed, it should be as good as it is. It shouldn't, you shouldn't have a bunch of stuff to do and have stuff all over it. I saw a house that was an estate recently, a nice big house, and they're doing the estate sale while it's for sale. So there's stuff everywhere. You can barely see the house. And agents do and are worth it, but not every agent is a good agent. We'll say that. All right. So again, this is what it looked like before staging, and we'll show you what it looks like afterwards. As far as the numbers go, I don't know if we looked in that fridge. It was disgusting. I think this was before it was cleaned, obviously, too. I'm going to have to check on that. But we paid $216,000 for this house from a wholesaler, and here it is staged. We use a professional staging company. Nikki, my project manager, used to stage our houses, and she hated it. It made some extra money, but you've got to find places to store all this stuff. You've got to move all this stuff, and then you're kind of buying the little things more often than you think. So it can be a decent business, but it's definitely not an easy business. That's for sure. It's very manual labor intensive. Who wants their job to be moving stuff all the time? Not me. But anyway, we paid $216,000 for this house from a wholesaler. We did a lot of work to it. We'll link the before video in the comments below. Obviously, we refinished the hardwood, painted, did windows, lights, fixtures, redid the bathroom and kitchens. There was a lot. So it looks way, way, way better than when we bought it, and I think the staging does make it look better too. They do some quirky things and some weird things we don't always agree with, but I'm not there to micromanage the staging company and tell them exactly how to do things, and they do a pretty decent job. Now, they just stage one bedroom usually. You can pay for more staging if you want, but I think that's fine for what our needs are in this property. We ended up listing this house for $379,000, so there's a lot of room there between our purchase price and sales price, but we spent a lot of money on this house. I don't have the total figures, but we probably spent at least $60,000 or more on the rehab. Plus, we have another $40,000 in carrying costs for financing costs, property taxes, insurance, utilities, commissions that we're paying another agent, most likely, title fees, closing fees, all those really add up. So we definitely will have probably at least $100,000 of cost into this house. So it should be a good flip, but it's, a lot of people see those margins and think we're making $100,000 on a deal, and that is not the case. I would love to, but it's pretty rare to find properties with that kind of margin. Now, the kitchen, they do stage as well a little bit and just make it look more homey, I guess. Then there's that breakfast nook kind of behind me, and they put a desk there, which was slightly strange, but again, I'm not going to nitpick and micromanage the staging company. That's their deal, and we're fine with it. And it is kind of nice, too, because the staging company started doing their own professional picture business, too, so we can just do the whole thing at once, and that saves us time and a little bit of money. They give us kind of a deal, so that's pretty cool, too. And they do not stage the basement. Again, I think they probably charge us $1,200 for this, I think, for 3 weeks. So it's, if you can do more, you can have more staging done, just gets more expensive, and I don't think we need to do all of that. This house could be a multifamily. It's zoned for it, so you'd have an up-down duplex. You'd obviously have to, kind of cordon off the kitchen from the back entrance, and we don't have a full kitchen down here, but someone could do that if they wanted to, so that's a nice bonus for this house. And it's got a big yard, big garage that we fixed as well that was pretty rough, so that should be a nice bonus. So it's a pretty neat little property now, quite a bit better than what it looked like before, that is for sure. And yes, we did do carpet in the basement, and honestly, if we didn't have hardwood floors upstairs, we probably would have done carpet in those bedrooms too. We normally do carpet in the bedrooms and downstairs just because it's cheaper, easier to install, and we're in Colorado where it gets colder, so a lot of people don't want tile or hard floors everywhere in the house. Unless you've got like the original hardwood, then obviously that's a pretty nice bonus. People can throw down rugs, whatever. But design choices can be very climate specific, that's for sure. If we were in Florida, maybe you want tile everywhere. Not the same in Colorado. So we'll get this on the market. We've had a few showings set up already. It is on the market, I should say. And hopefully we get it sold quickly. Here's the bathroom, which was absolutely awful when we bought it. It's better now. It's still, we've got different levels of contractors working for us, and I feel like some of our other ones would have hidden those drains better and done a little better job. But it's a lot better than it was, that's for sure. And I still don't know why my camera is giving those weird shadow bar things whenever I film a bathroom. That's very strange, but that's just how it's been working. All right, that is the property. Thank you for watching. Appreciate the comments and letting us know what you think of this beautiful gem. And hopefully it gets sold. We've got a few other flips we're working on too, making offers on other flips as well. Always trying to buy new ones, but it is hard to find them. And we'll have updates on those and our businesses and everything coming up.